Hello, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since I did do one of these. Several months actually, but hey, well I'm back, I'm here. Got my awesome studio / room with the awesomeness of a Dark Knight poster. Who does not like that? With that, I am now doing two vlogs in a short space of time. I'm doing a gaming edition one and a film edition one. This is, as you know, this is the film edition. As you know, Marvel's doing tons of films at the moment. They are really hammering out their products at the moment. You've got 3 films coming out this year. You've got 3 films coming out next year. You've then got the Avengers that's just coming in 2015. They are massacring it. Because obviously this year you've had Iron Man 3. Fantastic film. I really enjoyed it. Also, I saw it as a normal cinema in Worthing. Go to the Connaught. Great film anyway. Great cinema. It's really cool. Also, I went to go see it in 3D IMAX. Honestly, big screen, big film, and the finale was awesome on 3D IMAX. It's like, honestly ridiculous. If you want to go see if you ever go see a film in IMAX, you will never ever want to see another film in another way, because IMAX just changes the rules. Okay, but yep. Same with that. You've then got Thor coming out at the end of the year. Thor: Dark World. There should be some awesome artwork about here next to my face. But yep, Thor: Dark World's coming out this year. Obviously Chris Hemsworth is returning as Thor, the big bulky god of thunder. You've got Jane Foster, I seriously can't remember his name. I'll put it up there somewhere if I can remember it. You've then got Tom Hiddleston back as Loki. I'm very surprised Loki hasn't been killed off yet. I'm really surprised, but they probably won't until like Avengers 3 or something like that. You've then got, also this year, you've then got Wolverine with Hugh Jackman back as the major rage issue and adamantium claws Wolverine. I like that. Wolverine's a great character. I really enjoy him. It's obviously set after X-Men Last Stand. If you haven't seen the end of X-Men Last Stand, there is a little bit at the end that there's like a secret bit ending. That's probably where a lot of the Marvel stuff has been coming from. As you know, most Marvel films now have a secret ending. Yes, that includes you, Iron Man. You started the craze. What else we got? You've also then got next year Captain America: Winter Soldier. That looks good. I'm looking forward to that one, because it is Cap versus the Winter Soldier, and the Winter Soldier is really cool character. I really like where one of the writers came up with this. He's really different, really ingenious, and if you want me to say it, I will just say it anyway. You know James Bond from the first Avengers, who went falling from his death? That clip there. Basically, he's alive, but minus an arm, and put a robotic one on, and now he's an assassin, and he jumps in between decades and just kills people. So, what are you going to do? It's Marvel. Also, there is in some comics he did have a relationship with Black Widow, so that's pretty cool. What else you got out? Then after that, you've then got The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm really looking forward to that. I like Jamie Foxx's Electro. The costume looks more into the comics that I used to read, which is The Ultimate Spider-Man. And then you've got Rhino, and you've got so much spoilers coming out of just the production of the film, because there's so many different plots that I could go into. I will send you a link into the description of all the photos and everything. One photo you should look at is specifically a photo of Gwen Stacy next to the Brooklyn Bridge. You comic book fans know what I'm saying. Go check it out. And then also in August that year, you've then got Guardians of the Galaxy, one of Marvel's very different comic books, but they rebooted it this year. It still looks cool. You've got some really great cast. You've even got Zoe Saldana from Star Trek Into Darkness, Avatar, playing Gamora. She is like a deadly hit woman, made by Thanos. And if you want to know who Thanos is, watch the end of the Avengers bit. He's there. He's just there. He's like cool, normal. Which, if you're asking who he is, he's like major villain for the Avengers and the Marvel Universe. He's like a really, really big villain. So he trained her to be an assassin, stuff like that. All the fun plot threads and everything. You've then got Star-Lord. You've got Drax the Destroyer, who's a human put into a body by some creepy god called Kronos. I can't remember. Star-Lord's a US pilot in this one. You've then got Groot, who's a giant tree that can regrow from a single twig. That's different. And then my personal favourite, I still can't not laugh at this one, a raccoon that talks smack, and his name, and he's called Rocket Raccoon. He talks smack and everything. He's insane. It's probably one of the crazier characters I've seen in a comic, but I love the idea of a raccoon with a rocket launcher. I could talk about an hour, just the insanity of it, but I won't. Then you've then got 2015, you've got the Avengers then coming out, which Joss Whedon's back directing and writing again. I really cannot wait to see how he continues from the plot threads from these four films into the Avengers too. Then you've got Ant-Man coming out after that, done by Edgar Wright. If you went to Comic-Con a couple of years ago, you should have saw some of the footage that Edgar Wright already did for it. Looks awesome. I really enjoyed it. I didn't get to go see it because I wasn't in San Diego at the time, sadly. But look on YouTube, there's probably loads of places that probably still do it. Don't pirate. Pirating is bad. And then possibly, maybe, Kevin Feige has said about a Doctor Strange film, which is different, I've got to admit. I'm not sure about it, but I'll probably see it anyway, but I'll see what I feel like at the time. But enough about Marvel. DC's coming out with Storm this year with its release of Man of Steel, celebrating Superman's 75th birthday. 75 years of Superman being around. So it's great that to bring it into a new film, of bringing it to a much different audience. Obviously, Nolan's rich. One second. Man of Steel's coming out this year. It's obviously celebrating the 75th birthday of Superman. Been around for 75 years. That's pretty impressive. And Warner Brothers is, I think, 90 this year. So, quite a good celebration, actually. But yeah, obviously DC's making some of their own sort of films at the moment. They're thinking about doing the Justice League for 2015, which would be awesome, because then you'd have the Avengers 2 and the Justice League film in the same year. We don't know how they could do. I wish I could travel through time and find out. No, I can't, sadly. Sorry. I wish I could, though. But yeah, also DC are then doing the TV series Arrow, which is based off the comic book character Green Arrow. It's ending in Britain, I think, next week. I think it's already ended in America. Fantastic series. I'm enjoying it. It's really good to watch. And also with that, it's just that some of the actual action pieces are fantastic. Even for that sort of TV series. It's just... I don't know, it's just I could just watch the show. It's so good to watch. Some of the action set pieces are fantastic, and especially the archery as well, and that's really quite cool. And it's nice that they jump between his 5 years on the island and then after that and him saving the city. It really does sort of look really awesome, and it is a good series. I'm really happy they're doing it for a second series, so good stuff. DC are doing their bit with includings of that. You've then got Marvel then bringing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cut into TV as well. ABC's picking that up for a series this year, so it's coming out this fall, or this autumn, if you're not in America. So, there. And it looks really cool. It's obviously showing more about the underdogs of S.H.I.E.L.D. Obviously, Greg Clark, or Clark Gregg, I can never remember, I will put it there, is playing Phil Coulson again, so he's back from the dead. They'll explain that first episode. But I like that they've taken it into a different way of them saying, this is what S.H.I.E.L.D. does normally. Then they've got the Avengers, which they do all the big superhero alien cases. Obviously, like, subscribe, wherever the buttons are. Yeah, push those buttons. And any of you make a dirty comment, I will not blame you. I have thought of so many right now. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed the film edition.